My next guest led his team to a huge season-ending victory yesterday against its rival, the McNeese State Cowboys. Lamar football head coach Ray Woodard joins me now. Coach, thanks for coming on the show.
These things are a lot more fun when we win.
It is, I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
Where does that win rank on your coaching victories?
It's up towards the top. I've been very fortunate to be a part of a lot of big games, and I've had a lot of big wins. But for me personally, it being in Lake Charles, which has a lot of history and connections for me, it's right up there at the top.
27-24 victory, of course, a last-second field goal, 23 yards out, Juan Caranco. What was going through your mind before that play started and as it was developing?
You know, it's strange. I had a calmness to me, and the coaches were kind of on the headsets, and boy, I had almost a Forrest Gump moment. I said, well, he's either going to make it or he's not. and I said, if he doesn't, we go to overtime. But I really didn't doubt that he was going to make the kick. I never did.
Describe the scene for us that didn't get to see the aftermath. What was the scene like on the field? What was it like in the locker room?
Well, on the field, there's just so many people you want to hug and thank. Your mind's just going all over the place. But it was a very joyful moment, a moment that I didn't want to leave the field. It started raining. I still didn't get off the field. I'd still be there if I could. It was just a great time to be part of our program and just to have so many guys out there that had so much to do with it over the years, not just that game. It was a feeling of accomplishment for a lot of us, and it was a fun time to share that with everybody. One
of the steps you did want to take this year, 9-14. You guys arguably very close with the UCA game.
Very arguably, too.
Very arguably, too, yeah. So now 8-4. Successful season in your mind?
Oh, you bet. First of all, to have a winning season was successful, and I told them that before we went over there. I said, regardless of what happens tomorrow, this Friday night I was talking to them, I'm very proud of you. We've had a successful year, and I think that might have took it off them a little bit because I don't think we played tight. I thought we played hard, but I didn't feel the pressure in the locker room before the game like I have felt sometimes before some of those types of games. I thought our kids, they were definitely fired up, but I thought we had a confident air to us that we may have lacked in some of those games.
Got to ask you this question because I know a lot of people are wondering. It's probably the question you're going to be asked about for a little time now. You won 8 games. Your contract runs out before next season starts up. What's the situation like, at least with that standpoint?
I'm wondering it too. Right now, right now I haven't done. I haven't talked to anyone about that. I'm sure that we'll sit down in the future here and discuss it. But as of today, I don't know anything to report.
Is it something you guys as coaches have to think about, or is it something you just put to the side?
You try to do both. I mean, you try to put it to the side to coach and not let it affect your decision making, but it's there. It's part of it. You can't always be on the first year of a contract. This happens from time to time. This is just part of it.
Now you lose some good seniors. Caleb Berry, one of them.
Yep.
How do you guys replace guys like that?
Well, I don't think you can completely replace a guy's leadership and his experience, but talent you do, and it takes time, and then every year that's going to be part of it. And every year now we hope we have a talented senior class. Every year we have to replace, and we certainly have one this year we're going to have to replace.
You worked with those seniors day in and day out.
Yep.
What were they like to coach?
They were a lot of fun. This was an easy group to coach, and Thursday night we had our senior dinner, and I told them that. I said, you know, looking around this room, it's a lot of good guys. Y'all are good football players, but y'all are good guys, and then y'all need to stay in touch. And that group is going to go on and do a lot of good things and great things with their lives.
Season's now over. What's next for you? What do you guys do for the next couple of weeks, or do you guys finally get a vacation?
Well, we get a vacation until I know if I'm going to be back or not. Hopefully we'll take care of that this week. But if we have any downtime at all, it'll be this week. We'll still go watch playoff games this weekend, and next week we'll be right back recruiting.
Yeah, thoughts on the playoffs? Bracket came out already.
Very proud that we put 3 teams in. Got back to the Sabine River last night and was kicking myself. If we hadn't beaten Central Arkansas, I think we'd have gotten Stephen F. Austin's spot, but they certainly deserve it. Very proud to have 3 teams representing us in the playoffs, and wish all of them well.
Good deal. Coach, thanks for coming on the show.
All right.
Great season, 8-4, the Lamar Cardinals this season. Well, it's time for us to take one last time out here on the Sports Extra, but when we come back, more football. We have highlights from the Bengals versus Texans next.